This guy likes to dance on the table. Look at that. Anytime you touch the table, it makes it dance.
Look at this dude.
Maybe a little bit under 6.5 inches. The cutting edge is going to be 2.5 inches, and 3.25 or 3 3/4 for the overall blade size. Hello and what is going on, guys? So welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel, and today we're going to be reviewing the CRKT. I know you can reverse flick this guy. It's not the most comfortable way, but it is possible. I just did it a second ago. Oh my goodness. Today we're doing the review on the CRKT Piet. So it is actually pronounced Piet. This is the CRKT Piet. I know it's spelled oddly there, P-I-E-T, but it's pronounced Piet. This is a Jesper Boxness design out of Denmark. And yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna be reviewing this guy today. Very excited to bring to you guys some feedback, share with you guys all of my impressions about this guy, making sure that you guys get a good feel for what this little EDC is all about. We compared it recently to the Civivi Scintilla. The review for this guy is also live on the channel. Check out the description, right, and the cards right here on the top right if you want to check that out. It is gonna be on the smaller size. This guy's gonna have a thumb hole, right? So that's the slow opening right there. Look at that, slow opening. Or you could, I guess if you get real good at it really fast, there you go. If you do like a sideways motion right there, you could deploy it very quickly. I'm trying to get that. There you go, just like that, right? So what are we dealing with this guy? So we have some glass reinforced nylon GRN type of scales for this guy. They're in black. They have this like orange peel type of pattern to it, you know, kind of like drywall in your house type of like ruggedness. It helps with the grip quite a bit, especially being GRN, right? Glass reinforced nylon. This guy is a liner lock, right? So yep, liner lock right there. Part of the liner also helps to lock the blade in place like that. Okay, and then as far as the blade, right, this is going to be a stainless steel ACR 18 MOV. Should have a decent corrosion resistance and should be very easy or decently easy to sharpen. Let's get some overall measurements on this guy. This guy is going to be about 6.5 inches long, maybe a little bit under 6.5 inches. The cutting edge is going to be 2.5 inches, and 3.25 or 3 3/4 for the overall blade size. So cutting edge 2.5 inches, whereas the whole blade is going to be 2 3/4. The handle is going to be a whopping 3 3/4 overall. Yeah, 3 3/4. Yeah, more than 3.5 right there. 3 3/4 on the handle. This guy likes to dance on the table. Look at that. Anytime you touch the table, it makes it dance.
Look at this dude.
Let's do a quick hardware check on this guy. By the way, guys, the tools that I do use, links will be in the description. They are part of the Strabito tool set. It's very affordable, very reliable. Check them out on the affiliate links below. They do help out the channel. Highly recommend them, and that is at no extra cost to you. Let's take a look at this guy. I want to say it does have probably a T8 in the pivot. Let's see if that is the case. All right, yeah, T8 in the pivot, no doubt about that. And I want to say very similar to the Civivis, right? It's going to probably be T6 all the way around, right? T6, yeah, and the handle. These are recessed screws in the pocket clip, which are very nice. And they are T6 as well. I want to kind of try a T7 there just for, you know, fair measurement. And yeah, the T7 is going to be too big. So again, to summarize, T6 everywhere else except the pivot. The pivot is going to be T8. Let's get a quick blade stock thickness on this guy. All right, this guy is going to be on the thickest point is going to be 0.12 inches, right? And on the slimmer end, on the very tip, is going to be 0.02, right? 0.02 right there. Try it again. 0.02 right there on the very tip. Let's get a quick weight measurement on this guy here really quick. Let's see. My guess right? For comparison purposes, right? The Civivi Scintilla was 2.8, right? I want to say this guy might be 2.9, right? That is going to be my guess. Also, the Elementum, by the way, for reference, is going to be 2.8, right? So this guy, I want to say my guess, 2.8, 2.9. Look at that, 2.5. So 2.5 ounces, yeah, definitely a lot lighter than some of the other guys. I think the GRN has something to do with it as well. All right, let's talk the experience on this guy, right? So of course you have only one deployment option and one deployment option only on this guy. You have no flipper, no button. So this thumb hole here is your only option. So you could either open it like that with a quick open, right? Or you could take it slow, right? It's just gonna enjoy the opening right there with the thumb hole. But yeah, that thumb hole is gonna be your only deployment option on this guy, which, you know, is gonna be a letdown for me personally. Now, if you're really into thumb holes, that's fine. But I kind of would have liked some other type of deployment option. And you're probably thinking, okay, Miguel, well, you can probably reverse flick this guy. Well, actually you cannot, right? Because you see the indentation that you have on this side is completely missing on the other side, right? So that indentation there, which helps you do the thumb deployment on the right hand, right? If you were left-handed, right? I know they have the reverse pocket clip, which is very nice, and they have that for left-handed people. But if you're left-handed, I mean, how are you possibly, I mean, you're really gonna struggle a lot to get that working the same way that you do on the other side. I mean, how much more difficult would it have been to make an indentation? Like, how much more difficult would it have been to make the same indentation on this end? And I know you're probably thinking, okay, well, Miguel, it gets in the way of the liner lock, right? Well, maybe make the liner lock a little bit indented as well, you know, kind of play around with the design a little bit. But hey, you know, I'm not a knife designer, although maybe one day I will, who knows, right? I always dream about being one. We'll see. But that being said, that's probably my only gripe with this guy. Yeah, that's probably my only gripe right now, is the fact that, yeah, the reverse opening right here on this guy, it's very, very sketchy. Yeah, it's not even. It is so unpredictable. It works sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah, that's not happening at all whatsoever. So again, you got glass reinforced nylon GRN handles here, right, in this nice grippy pattern, and the blade is going to be a drop point, right, drop point blade, ACR 18 MOV, stainless steel, very corrosion or somewhat decent corrosion resistance, and it should be nice to sharpen when the time comes. It is on this satin finish, and as you can see with the thumb opening back and forth, this is going to be a fingerprint magnet for sure. All your fingerprints are going to be there constantly, so you're going to have to give it a wipe down every once in a while, at least every time you use it. And you do have this back spacer right here, right? So this back spacer in the back. Back spacer in the back. Wow, fancy talk today. You have it in blue here, like aluminum blue looking, so that kind of gives it a nice accent right there. If you're into that lanyard hole, right, you got a big one right there in the back, right, which can be accessible from both sides, so that's very nice as well. The pocket clip is going to be very deep carry, which is very nice also, right? So the entire knife should be able to tuck away when you put it in your pocket, which is very nice. All right, so you can see right there, no portion of the knife should be showing, right, when you have these pocket clip right here, very similar to the Scintilla, right? So I want to say, yeah, about the same length, right? And it gets the job done. It hides the knife very nice and discreet in the pocket. So in conclusion, guys, this is a nice little EDC for around $30. Typically goes on sale around $29.95 or so. I got this guy on special at Blade HQ for around $15, right, during the holidays. So you often find some specials like that out there, some sales or special events like that, where you can get it at a deep discount. I think full price is around $35 also. Make sure to check out the links in the description. They do help out the channel at no extra cost to you. But yeah, overall, if you're looking for that small factor, right, the conclusion is going to be very similar to the one from the Civivi Scintilla, right? If you're looking for a small factor knife, right, probably a good secondary secondary. If you're already carrying, let's say, a medium to larger knife as a primary, maybe you're looking for a specific smaller knife as a secondary, right? You definitely cannot go wrong with the CRKT Piet. That is definitely my recommendation right there, guys. Make sure to check it out. Let me know if I missed anything during the review, right, guys? Let me know if there was anything specific that I missed that you would have loved to have seen during the review. If you have any specific questions, also let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those for you as well. And anything you'd like to see in future reviews, let me know. By the way, guys, if you made it this far, you guys are the real MVPs. There's a possibility by the time you're done watching this video that the review for the Sencut Taxi is live in the channel. This is a solid and very fidgety EDC. I'll put a card right here if that review is ready to go, so you guys can watch that next. Thank you guys for checking out the video here, making it this far. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.